Hello and welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Katie and this is Something by Katie. Today I want to keep this video short and sweet but also colorful because I recently saw the newest 9-pan palette that Colourpop is going to release. It's called In the Limelight, I think. It's like a key lime slash just lime green themed palette, and I am not gonna lie, I was tempted by it, but after that temptation kind of passed, I realized that I don't need to spend that money. I already own these shades, honestly, several times over. I did just recently buy the Odin's Eye and Angelica Nyqvist Hella palette, which in itself has a large green section and lime green specifically, but honestly today I'm gonna play with some Colourpop shadows that I already own because I am pretty sure I can make it work. I can dupe the vibe of that I liked from the In the Limelight palette, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use some shades from the green row of the Fade into Hue palette, probably these first 3 shades, and then I do want to dip into this lime green shade Peridot in the So Jaded palette. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch out some of these shades. First, I'm gonna use the lime green shade Designer from Fade into Hue. Oh yeah, Pose. I'll go ahead and do Peridot. Yeah, I certainly did not need to purchase that palette. Okay, let's go into Dyed Up. This is more of a Kelly green, but that's okay. Whoa, it's bright. Like these 4 bright shades, I know that the In the Limelight palette is more lime green like than this color, and it is a 9-pan, but I don't think I need it. That's my whole point is that just in these couple of Colourpop palettes, I'm not duping each shade, I'm just duping the vibe that I liked from the palette. So if that sounds like something you're into, just keep watching. I'm gonna put these on my eyeballs. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, and if you like Dupe the Vibe videos. I do these from time to time when I'm tempted to buy something, but I simply don't need to because I already own the vibe I liked from whatever palette it is in my collection. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you see all future uploads. Let's dive into it. First things first, my eyelids are already primed with the Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero primer. I'm gonna dive right into the shade here, Designer, which is like this really bright lime green in the Fade into Hue palette from Colourpop. I'm gonna do something pretty blown out. I'm gonna use the shimmers for sure more heavily in this look. I'm just gonna pack this like really light green out here. My eyelid, I really love green shadows. They make me happy. If I wanted more matte options, I really could dip into that Hella palette that I just shared in the intro. I also own the recently deceased palette from Melt Cosmetics that has some really pretty lime green shades as well, but honestly I just want to stick with a couple of Colourpop palettes because it just makes sense to me to try and just use other palettes from that brand. It's just what I'm feeling like doing today, and I have not used this palette, the Fade into Hue palette, in a few months, and I haven't used the So Jaded palette in even more months. So it was time to like shop my stash and just dip into some oldies but goodies in my collection. I really do like this Fade into Hue palette. It is a great rainbow palette in my opinion. Good quality, really good array of tones in the rainbow. I'm into it for sure. Okay, here's what we got so far. I'm gonna start using a handheld mirror so I don't keep looking that way. That's probably annoying as you're watching this, but just gonna keep building this lime shade up. And now I'm gonna lightly tap into this shade Dyed Up, which is this like Kelly green. Hopefully putting it over this more yellowy green will, so pigmented, will like make it pull a bit more lime. Yeah, that worked exactly in exactly the way I hoped it would. Just adding this to the crease for a slight amount of depth. Okay, taking more of that designer, the first more yellowy chartreuse shade, just blending it all out here. Very nice. This is just what I wanted from these mats, so I'm gonna blow this one out just a little bit more. Okay. Next, I'm gonna dip into Peridot in the So Jaded palette. This is such a fun palette. Love having it. This is such a pretty metallic lime green Peridot shade. Okay. Out here in the outer portion of my lid. Got a little bit down there, but that's okay. Yeah, it's such a good shade. Very vibrant and saturated and bright. I'll reblend those mats a little here in a sec. And then now I'm gonna go into this lighter lime green shade that's right here swatched out. That was Peridot. And then this is Pose from the Fade into Hue palette. This is the exact type of gradient that I wanted. Perfection. Okay. So now, yep, it's just what I wanted. Hush your mouth, Winnie. It's okay. I'm gonna take more of that dyed up like Kelly green that's onto the lower. And more of the designer chartreuse shade on top. Just want it to pull very lime. Fun, perfect. I'll be right back when I have a lip and mascara on. This is the final look and I am so pleased with it. Like I said in the beginning, this is not supposed to be a shade for shade dupe of that new Colourpop palette. I'm just duping the vibe that I liked from it and the shades that I would have used in a look that I felt inspired to create. And I do believe it was a success. I think that the collection, it did have more products than just the eyeshadow palette. It did have the 9-pan shadow palette, some color sticks, which are kind of like stick eyeshadows slash eyeliner type situation, and several of the Jelly Much shadows in different shades of green. So if you're into it, it looks so cute, but I just didn't need it. It launches later this week. Thursday, I think. Thursday the 10th or Friday. I don't know. I didn't really keep tabs on it, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. I had fun with this look. I'm going to enjoy wearing this all day. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Are you going to be picking this palette up? What do you think? And hit the subscribe button so that you're notified the next time that I upload a YouTube video. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye. I feel like a can of lime LaCroix.